The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this player, Anthony Gordon, is someone who's really impressed me in recent games. He's very hard-working, quite versatile, he has an excellent attitude, and he just keeps on ploughing away. I'm just curious to see whether he'll be allowed to operate more like an inside forward, because that's when he seems to be at his most productive.
Face-to-face shoots! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me,
and the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Arsenal take the lead. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard gets it away. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Raul. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Koundé. Conte. And that interception was most necessary. Now that looks a decent ball. Good read, needed to be. Mateus. Mateus powering forward here. Casemiro. Portugal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Goes for a shot! Oh, crossbar! He's in a great position here. And it's Neymar. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he thumps it clear. Palmer, whose purpose... And there is the half-time whistle. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He'll fancy himself from here. Bale! It's hit the crossbar. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Van Bronckhorst. Good running, strong and purposeful. He slings it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're on him in a flash. Bale under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
They want to be quick to recover this. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Arsenal with the corner, there first. Khan claims comfortably. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Now it's Gordon. Now it's Bale. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. picked out brilliantly.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Out towards the flank. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And here's Raul. Bale. That's the keeper's ball. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Raul. And this is Bale. Gordon. Shot at goal! And he's following up! He's scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 7, Raul. Number 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Portugal certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Well, those of you who followed English football around the turn of the century will certainly know this man well. He is, of course, Giovanni van Bronckhorst, another fine Dutch import who claimed his fair share of trophies whilst on these shores.
And later on in the continent too, Peter. He never really struck me as a flashy player, but rather a model of consistency, adaptability and intelligence. He excelled in one of the hardest roles in the game.
A role, of course, you know very well, Jim. Van Bronckhorst's an incredibly influential player, and it is no surprise that he's worn that famous orange shirt more than 100... Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Raul. Now this could be a chance. Batistuta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Now it's Gordon. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gordon! Goal! Portugal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few.
Shoots! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's in a great position here. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That is good alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Saliba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. Casemiro. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Brazil upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Gordon does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Gordon! Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking to play him in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The referee has given a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Howson is there and he can get that clear. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Portugal leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway. Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Raul. Great ball and he's in here. Real chance! Totti. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He is through here. Pass is just off target. Danger averted for now. And this is Totti. Now the cross. And that's the keeper's ball. Bebeto. Can he get on the end of this? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh no, what has happened here? Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Raul. Totti. No, again there's no way through. Goes looking wide. He's in plenty of space here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 4, Johan Cruyff. Number 17, Mateus.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Francesco Totti. Number 7.
Brazil finding their passes. Van Nistelrooy tries a shot! Off the post! And that was very necessary.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Number 27.
Good ball, good take. Bojan.
Substitution.
And he's gone looking for safety. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Raul. It's run loose here. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And it's Neymar. Might be danger here. Oh, good ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management.
And that is as far as it goes. Portugal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now, this could be a chance. He's one-on-one, surely! He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Van Bronckhorst. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's found a way through. Danger averted for now.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Played back in. Drogba. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Van Bronckhorst. He has found a way through. Gordon. Cafu gets rid without sophistication. And this is Bale. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Drogba. And he was quick to react. Van Bronckhorst. Now it's Gordon. And this is Raul. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now that's well seen too. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's found a way through. An uncompromising challenge. No, that's been intercepted. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Portugal go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. Here we go again. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Raul. Backward it goes. Portugal looking to pass their way through. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that has put paid to that. Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. And he gets rid in a hurry. In with the challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Messi. Portugal can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Bale. Now it's Gordon. Gordon will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's Bale! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He shifted it to the flank. Neymar. Ambitious ball here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Gordon. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good take in a good area. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Gets to show off his quick feet. Referee has just said play on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Raul, and it's made its way to him. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Kubo looking to get on the end of this. He is through here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Shapes to shoot! And he's gone looking for safety. And that's that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Bale, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim...
Inshallah. Shoo.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal? Roll! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And this is Roll! It's Roll! It's hit the upright. That's tidy. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Goal! Portugal! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Portugal are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Van Bronckhorst. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Goes for a shot! That is special! Gareth Bale! About as smooth as it gets. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And here's Raul. And here's Bale. Plenty to aim at here. And he's managed to... Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Gordon. Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
There will be one.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. And Messi! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy.
There's the whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Portugal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Portugal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Here we go again then. Bale looking to add to his goal. Knocks it out wide. Neymar. Now it's Gordon. Koundé wins the duel this time. And here's Raul. And this is Bale. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Neymar. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Gordon. Raul. Oh, this looks sharp. Chance here to counter.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Looking for the run. Oh, played right into his path. Van Bronckhorst. Quality ball. And here's Raul. Nice control. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Aimed beyond the defence. That's the keeper's ball. Chiellini. And Casemiro. Xavi Alonso. Raul. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Bale. Shot could be a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
A case now of complete control. Portugal are almost home and dry now. Just eases him off the ball. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Xavi Alonso. And it's Bale. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Barcelona finding their passes. Well, that's an excellent interception. Neymar. And that will be the final act. Portugal pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Bale picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Taken back almost at once. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And no... Bale! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Neymar. Neither side yet able to find the net. Zanetti.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Pele can so cleverly bypass the press.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And a chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Shot a goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Bale really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Rijkaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. Oh, what a mistake! Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Goes down, but oh no, this does not look good. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has been indicated.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dembele running with the ball. Threads one in. And Messi! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equalizer.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys...
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
This stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Bale. And here's Raul. Neymar. Now that is a hefty challenge. Luke, all right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. Well, would you believe that?
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Casemiro cuts it out. Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Neymar. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. And here's Raul. Now it's Gordon! It's hit the upright. Zanetti. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Bale. Raul. That's good running with the ball. Henderson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Gordon. Nicely aimed pass. Casemiro gets over and intercepts. Can he get it through? It's Bale! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Zanetti gets it away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Dembele! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
They'll have one final crack at it. Great vision.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Zanetti. Zanetti going full steam ahead down the left flank. Very nicely done. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Oh, he's been... Bale! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So, a breakthrough already. And that's a dangerous ball. And it's slung out wide. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's in a great position here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And he's straight offside. Xavi Alonso. Portugal are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Van Bronckhorst. He's through, now is he in? It's a good-looking delivery. Costa Curta attempts a clearance. It's Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That is ended up in no man's land. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Van Bronckhorst. Now it's Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kubo! Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Bale. He has found the way through. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's an excellent interception. Chiellini goes direct. Looking for options for movement. Bale picks it up out wide. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything.
Takes a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
I just don't know what was on his mind there.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Casemiro. Iraq are looking to go forward now. Neymar. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Bale. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Casemiro. Van Bronckhorst. Now it's Gordon. Now it's Raul. Costa Curta. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Casemiro calmly anticipates. Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. He's tried one! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Raul. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So what can they conjure from this one? That was travelling. "75 minutes played. Out for a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
There's the shot! Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Iraq get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
And here's Neymar. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Raul. And it's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Bale. And the number on the board is 3. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Batistuta receives it in a good position here. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. That's a sharp pass. Tries to play it through. He can run onto that. He has found the way through. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Gives it back. And that has been knocked clear. That's the throw. Raul. And that's a dangerous ball. Casemiro.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Now it's Bale. Bale. And the shot! Goal! Portugal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5...
Shot a goal! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting. Well, oh, he's been caught now, and he shoots! Goal! Portugal! And they've got their lead back. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Portugal go into the lead. Raul threads one in. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He's found a way through. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Real chance! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score.
Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again, in double quick time! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And there's the end of the first half.
Portugal have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Portugal lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break.
Substitution.
Here we go again then. That's a little off target. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Batistuta. Raul. Messi. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Neymar. That's going to go a long way. Cafu. Casemiro did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Batistuta. It's Neymar! No, he's missed it. Neymar.
Such good technique.
Oh, he's bustling through here. This might spell danger. Great chance! They've scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
It's become a case of men against boys. Bayer claims comfortably. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Batistuta. Oh, look at this. He's having a shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Gordon. Raul. Lampard. And it's Neymar. Neymar running with the ball. Oh, good take, and the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Raul. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Batistuta. Quality ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Spread neatly. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cafu. Great vision. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Simplicity itself.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Iraq grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation.
Added minutes has been indicated.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Batistuta. Chance, surely! Sticks it away! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he...
And that will be it. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Raul, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Make sure to watch the screen for an
How would you sum up what we've... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Saliba attempts a clearance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good running, strong and purposeful. Can he get it through? Rijkaard. Messi. Belletti. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Bronckhorst. Has a look and plays it forward. Forlan. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Raul. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Messi.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Inshallah.
Pulls off an
Shoot.
player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Van Bronckhorst. And here's Gordon. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Has a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Oh, good-looking ball. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's a promising position. Raul goes down, but nothing given. Perez, that's a sharp pass. Now it's Forlan, and it's Perez, and he's worked it through. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Raul, looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Raul. And he's in on goal. Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Portugal failed to capitalise in stoppage time, so we are as we were. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back on the way.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, that's well spotted. Belletti works it forward. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Saliba with a definite foul there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Costa Curta. It's a good spell of possession, this. Doué, and he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shot at goal! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
He's had it taken off him. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And here's Gordon. Van Bronckhorst. Gordon is onto this.
Gordon really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's shapes to shoot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And we have our very first corner. Doué! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Doué really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cannavaro. And it's Doué. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Neymar. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Neymar driving forwards.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that's a good ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
This is it then, now or never. Gordon! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Roll! That's a half-decent try.
Portugal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
1 minute added time.
Danger averted for now. Chiellini proves just a little bit too strong. Thinks about the shot. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability.
Shoots! Off the post! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Thinks about the shot. Raul, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Olise. Belletti. Fired deep towards the back post. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Perez. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Raul. Van Bronckhorst. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that's been won straight back. Portugal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Neymar. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. 30 minutes gone.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Costa Curta. Little pass back. Looking for options for movement. Now that's a fine challenge. Manchester United have their second corner now. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's made its way to him. Now the delivery.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Casemiro. Now Neymar. Bale. And it's Neymar. Driving forward. Neymar. Baresi goes sliding in. Caught offside that time. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And a quick reminder today.
So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are already promptly back underway.
Portugal really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Van Bronckhorst, and here's Gordon, Raul, and this is Bale. He's got away. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here. This for the lead. That is some save from Khan.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Raul.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. Raul. Out to the left it goes. That's a lovely, neat pass. Played out to the left flank. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Bale. He's away. Big chance! Oh, taken with style. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Aubameyang! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Looking for the run. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Always onto this. Good ball, good take. There's the shot! Sticks it away! Manchester United are back on level terms. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Gordon.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
They'll have one final crack at it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Danger averted for now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Doué. And he's on his way! And that is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Your reflections then, Jim?
Inshallah. Shoo.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Serginho now. Bale! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's there to get it away. Oh no, this does not look good.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rooney thinks about the shot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Wilshere. Oh, shooting chance!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That pass has been well intercepted. De Bruyne. And that has been cleared. And this is Neymar. It's Wilshere! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
That's a cute ball. Neymar could try cutting inside here. He is just caressing the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Raul. Good read, needed to be. Messi. That's the throw. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Rooney. Out to the left it goes. That's a good run down the left. That's good running with the ball.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these four...
Goes for a shot! And it's a goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Oh, shoots! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that's been intercepted. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up. Neymar! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And here's Neymar. Wilshere. Oh, it's come loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gordon is offering some real chance. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Raul, who's set up one goal so far. Can he get it through? And this is Bale. He's found a way through. He's having a shot! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Bale being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Neymar. Played to Casemiro. Pressing high and with purpose. Chiellini. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Rooney. And here's Neymar.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is ended up in no man's land. Threads one in, brilliantly cut out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well timed, excellent interception.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a super give and go. And this is Neymar. Raul. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. And we'll be getting underway very soon. And he's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. And it's Belletti. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee...
So early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. Oh, what a ball! Raul. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Bale. Gordon. Real chance here. He's through now. Big chance! He scores! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And here's Aubameyang. He came in hard, very hard. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Messi. Messi. Chiellini makes the interception. Can he get it through? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Aubameyang. Neymar. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Now that takes a shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Portugal were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Portugal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, good-looking ball. Raul. He's in a great position here. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Neymar. And here's Gordon. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Portugal are 2 up early in the second half. Great ball if he can get there. Portugal can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Raul. Gordon. De Bruyne. To Messi. Belletti. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Skims one in. That's a decent clearance. Raul. And that's another good win of the ball. Nice looking ball. Can he latch on to this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, such a clever touch. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
A case now of complete control. Raul. Now that looks a decent ball. Gordon receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Aubameyang. Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Portugal present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Now, power or placement. And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Chiellini. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
2 added minutes has
Now it's Doué. Aubameyang shapes the shoots! And it's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That's that, the end. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
And if you do have a
Van
chance to
Bronckhorst
please
taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game. And
well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch. anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Howson with the slide tackle there. He's making a real surge on the left. Gordon, he's got away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he skips past his man. Keeper has taken decisive action. Casemiro. Raul. Gordon. And Van Bronckhorst. Gordon will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that is expertly dealt with. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Xavi Alonso, and it's played in here. Rooney.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted. Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Raul. Portugal have reclaimed it. And that's a... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And this is Rooney. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here. Really and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's De Bruyne. Raul absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Portugal ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. Whistle goes and we start the second half. A heavy challenge. Serginho gets flagged offside. Neymar. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery.
And Messi! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Raul. Gordon being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Just about up to the hour now. Tries to pass it through. Well read, nice interception. Defending was strong and firm. Bale. That is good strength, and that's gone loose. Rooney. And he's managed to get free. Neymar. Neymar had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
And he cuts out the supply. Kubo. Kubo puts his foot on the gas. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Gordon. He's dealt with that really well. India can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
That is some save from Khan. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And we have our very first corner.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 7, Raul. Number 21, Gordon. Coming on the field.
De Bruyne plays it short.
Rafinha. Number 18, Owen. Substitution.
Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And this is Neymar. And this is Owen. Picked out brilliantly. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
There will be 5 minutes.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, this is a shot at goal! Keeper's got his work done.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Araujo with the clearance. And it's Xavi Alonso. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Knocks it into space. Dink through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that will be the final act. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Bale! That's a half-decent try. Perez. Forlan. He is through here. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Xabi Alonso tries to clear. And it's Belletti. Now it's Rosicki. Neymar. To Chiellini.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gordon. Can he finish?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Perez. Still goalless at the moment. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Bale. Perez.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. It's Raul! Another save.
Raul really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rijkaard. And now they can spring out of defence. Perez. Now it's Aubameyang. Engages and forces him off the ball. Out to the right. He's got away. Played in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Van Bronckhorst. And it's Neymar. Alonso. And this is Bale. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So a chance here. What can they make of it?
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
That is some save from Khan. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! And that has been knocked clear. Quality ball. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xabi Alonso. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
There will be 1 minute added
Neymar receives it in a wide position. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Portugal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Bale. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? He could be in here. Roll! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that is doing no harm at all. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's been cut out, well played. Raul. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Gordon. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Perez. Neymar. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Gordon being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
So, third corner of the game. And he's managed to get rid. Aubameyang. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And Aubameyang! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Deep cross. That's going to go a long way. It's a throw-in. Baresi. And it's Belletti. Saliba. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Great vision. Saliba. No outsmarting him this time. Saliba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi gets into some space, and he decides to cross it. He's having a shot! Goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Aubameyang duly reaped his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have our breakthrough.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now?
Fallen! Oh, it's hit the post. Casemiro with the clearance. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Manchester United really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Real chance! It's in! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. And there goes the final whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Raul taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Now it's Drogba. Iraq ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Gordon. Oh, good read. That's a lovely, neat pass. Lampard. Played back in. Howson promptly onto that. And that is that. Raul. Neymar. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Cannavaro gets it clear.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And here's Neymar. Raul, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. An uncompromising challenge. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Neymar! Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Drogba. Messi. Neymar has it in a wide position. Casemiro, over to the left. Now it's Raul. Raul cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he cuts out the supply. Raul. And here's Gordon. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Casemiro. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Gordon. A probing pass. Iraq needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Xavi Alonso. Bale being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
He has a look up. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's making a real surge on the left. He's picked his way through. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Bale.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bale looks to get on the end of this. And here's Messi. And he's intervened well there. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Gordon receives it in a good position here. Saliba.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now it's Gordon. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely...
Messi! And the ball is out of play. And they're back on the ball again. Out towards the flank. Nicely shaped ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Searching pass he's played there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Raul. He is through here. And he shoots!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Portugal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Big header! Goal! Portugal! There is the breakthrough. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Saliba attempts a clearance, spread it left. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Perez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Van Bronckhorst is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Perez. And here's the chance to counter. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's shifting through the... He's had a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
They've played it short. And now they can clear their lines. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. 5 minutes till the break. Messi. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. That's been cut out, well played.
2 added
Well, a
minutes
glitch
has
with the
been indicated.
rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Bale, and this is Raul. Rijkaard. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Just a quick request.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Perez. And it's Rosicki. Rosicki will not... Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Messi is behind this one. Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's the shot! Portugal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he is going into that little black book. Belletti. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Passes short and sharp. And the shot! They've done it! Manchester United are back on level terms. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this is Bale. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Thinks about the shot. Perez. Xavi Alonso plays a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Xavi Alonso with the short one. Gordon going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rosicki can so cleverly bypass the press. Messi. And he's intervened well there. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Aubameyang. Howson.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Aubameyang. And he's lost his man here. Aubameyang ploughing through the middle. He's having a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! And that really is so... That's that, the end. Portugal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Portugal really will be deflated by the result, not just because they lost, but the manner of this defeat, Peter.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
I still feel that this man, Diego Forlan, is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Bale. He's on it. Can he get away? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And they're quick to get it back. And the pass is intercepted. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Grealish, chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Chance, surely! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Portugal grabbed the equalizer, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about...
Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Forlan is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Tonali plays it short. He slings it. Up he goes! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United get away! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Belletti. Now it's Forlan. Plenty to aim at here. It's Forlan! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Deftly away. There's the shot! It's anyone, and it's come back out to him. Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. The second half off to a spectacular start. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Portugal are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Forlan, And the shot's on here. Real chance! He's scored! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And this is Forlan. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Aubameyang. Shot could be on. Oh, his chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
So, third corner of the game. Casemiro attempts a clearance. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. He's going for goal! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Oh, smashing header! It's there! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So is this the start of a comeback?
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Can he get on the end of this? Grealish receives it in a wide position. Climbs up big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Forlan. Now it's Kluivert. Oh, super ball. Kluivert! And for a moment, time stood still. Kluivert. That has been slung wide.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Grealish. Picked out brilliantly. And the finish! It's in! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Manchester United grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.